Welcome back, my lovelies. Oh dear, I've left the chair in the camera shot. That's a big mistake. But yes, game number 3 is ready and waiting for all of you wonderful viewers. Team Go taking on Team Singularity here for the ESL 1 European Open Qualifiers for ESL 1 Katowice. Go, game 1, very, very close. One slip up led to Singularity kind of taking control of the map and the game. Whereas game number 2, it was much more slow and steady, setting up some big ultis, playing very well around your cores, and Singularity just could have a break out of the mold, it felt like. But this time around, there is no Tide, there is no Void, and there is no Sand King for Team Go to rely on for all of those ultis and for all of those team fight capabilities. So this time around, they get themselves the Witch Doctor and Earthshaker to go along with a potential off-lane Legion commander. Singularity again start things off with the Tusk. This time the puck comes out as Shadow Shaman has been left by the wayside. Finally arrives there for Solon, so they have the same first 3 picks as they had in game 2, and they have the same first 3 picks as Team Go had in game number 1. Very, very unusual. I mean, we've seen these 3 heroes lose both games, in fact, in this series. We'll see if game number 3 can be a little bit different for this trio. Team Go, what are you looking for here? You've got your lockdown, you've got your lane control, you've got that little bit of wave clear that Legion brings to the table as well. But very good single target focus with a bit of AoE there from the Earthshaker, and now with the Juggernaut, a lot more single target focus it looks like, but definitely a ton of lane pressure, some good team fight back and forth abilities, and itemization as well is very important here, because you'll be looking at Blinks from Earthshaker, Legion Commander, Glimmer Cape or Force Staff from Witch Doctor, while Juggernaut can just build into some big old stat items and be that frontliner, while likely their mid hero will be some kind of heavy magic damage dealing nuker, some kind of tempo hero it feels like. But we'll see what direction they go with Singularity. Come out with a Wraith King as their 4th. Very interesting. So what does this leave us with then? Mid lane for both teams, as we expect the puck to be off lane again, I believe. OD removed, and I feel like Death Prophet should be removed as well. But I don't know. Looking at this now, what does Go truly need? What does Go truly need? They need some kind of finisher, right? They need some AoE nuke damage that can kill people through duel, that can go along with, you know, Maledict Cask, with a Blink Echo, with a Juggernaut running forward and tanking spells. They need a follow-through mid-hero. So you're looking at, you know, your Queen of Pain, your Shadow Fiend, maybe. Invoker is there as an option. Death Prophet's definitely one. Tinker might be a potential, but again, against Puck and Tusk, it can be a little bit risky going that direction. Outside of that, what could we look for here? We could maybe bring the Medusa back. Not really that tempo-controlling nuke damage dealer that I was really looking for, but definitely slows the game down and allows your other heroes to kind of build up a little more naturally. Singularity steal the Queen of Pain away, so that there will be no Queen of Pain for Team Go. And with the Dragon Knight gone, it removes a lot of their options as well. So what did we think? We thought the SF or the DP. Viper could be good here.
10 seconds.
Reasonably strong hero across the board. Definitely going to do reasonably well in lane against the Queen of Pain. And there is the Viper. Really did feel like the best option out of the lot. Like, you could think about Storm Spirit, but against Puck, Shadow Shaman, Tusk, and even a Queen of Pain who can go an Orchid, Storm just doesn't feel particularly strong against Singularity's lineup. So Team Go round things off with a Snorpy Viper. 5 has an interesting mask on his Juggernaut. I want to zoom in and have a look at that. Very spooky looking. We've got Pirate Witch Doctor. We have Standard Legion, because Brown Dog hasn't picked his hero yet. Adamson doesn't even have any freaking cosmetic. That's not a cosmetic, right? That's just his natural everything. He's just normal looking. And Legion's normal looking. These guys, where are your cosmetic items? Come on, boys. Get it together. Get it together. We're waiting for planning time, strategy time. It always feels like it's longer than it actually is. Because we're sitting here looking at heroes, and they're sitting there buying their items, planning where to go, what they're doing, drawing on the map and all of that. But we will get ourselves into the deciding game. One team will progress through to the closed qualifiers of the ESL 1 Katowice European quals, and one will go home with nothing. So away we go. Open our things. See what everybody's buying.
For battle.
Check out all of these lovely items. So first through fourth, 4 teams progress. We'll have our first one from this series. Going to quickly check the bracket for you to see if the other game has concluded yet. It doesn't look like it does. Team Moriarty against Swiss Quality Gaming should still be ongoing, I believe. As coming up after this, our next series will be Team Doggy against Helsinki Reds. Another best of 3, another deciding series. And here we go again, Singularity with their late smoke, 45 seconds on the nose this time. And they'll go the way that I expected them to go last time. From Dire side up this ramp and come in behind this bounty rune. In the previous game, they tried to come in here and sneak a kill. I believe they caught one. They killed a Witch Doctor, right? In game 2. This time, they'll get a ward down. They'll move across and find an Earthshaker. He can Fisher, but he's trapped in the shards, so it's really not going to do too much. He can't even land it with a great Shackles from Solon. Good 4-man overwhelming odds from Brown Dog, but the inevitable could not be stopped. As the first blood goes the way, yet again, to the Shadow Shaman. Solon will be able to pick up some fast boots, but some good money going the way of the Dire team as Mikey, oh, he's going to orb across and steal this bounty rune. Very skilled player. Well played, says Adamson, as they get 3 bounties for their troubles. Singularity off to a very good start. Still with both of their observers up as well. Very commonly you'll see the offlane observer get dewarded early on, but the puck able to orb out of base very swiftly and get an early obs ward down definitely helps with the early laning stage. As 5 has his lane just outside the tower range. Should be able to freeze it here for a while. Deny out the range creep from the puck. Great start. And then zone Mikey out with the Witch Doctor. Perfect play so far from this Radiant side at the bottom lane. Bottom, Viper forced to TP back to his tier 1. A Fisher blocking him away. A Mastermind. Fair amount of damage with that Shadow Strike level 1. Of course, you do not have corrosive skin yet as this Viper. This top lane, Legion. Level 1 overwhelming odds means cannot dispel away that slow or the damage over time from Wraithfire Blast. Forced to salve, but the Mango still held there by Adamson, not being popped for an additional stun. I'll go wild. Wild. Earthshaker leeching experience from mid, but with a Tusk here, feels necessary to keep your Viper in lane and in the game. You're behind this Queen of Pain already, so you need something to try and balance out the odds. And you can't really go and play aggressively. This Earthshaker isn't an Earth Spirit, isn't a Tusk. You can't go and roam and look to catch people. You need that perfect Fisher to be able to do so, and that means you need your teammates to be playing perfectly and your opponents to be playing suboptimally. Especially with this Dire vision across this mid lane, watching for Earthshaker's rotations, and this one down at bottom. Very hard for Go Wild to actually find an opening in onto anyone. This Invis rune might be able to sway things his way, though. Mikey's still having a decent time down at bottom. Not being pressured too heavily. Brown Dog has also hit level 3. So both of these offlaners doing pretty well in their respective offlanes. As we do have 1-1-0 build here on Earthshaker. Can't really kill the Queen of Pain though, even with Enchant, Fisher, right clicks from the Viper, and then like there's no stun from Enchant, so you don't have that aftershock. You don't have the additional lockdown just yet. Dire are even scanning on top of this area to see if the Earthshaker is hiding just behind the Viper. He'll come out of his invis now, and they'll see him. But you can feel, you can see the difference here. The Queen of Pain miles ahead of the Viper. Faking out the blink there. Fisher being pumped as well. So they do land it onto the Queen of Pain, but she just blinks over that chasm created by Wild. Legion. Oh, very nearly able to drag the creep aggro away. Oh, gets one. One melee creep. One melee creep coming away. Oh, mid lane we miss a kill. Snorpy dies. Damn. I got excited there. Excited at the Legion's play. Solon dragging the rest of the creeps and connecting the pulls. But Viper falls. Queen of Pain and Tusk somehow coming out on top very heavily in this mid lane. Even with an Earthshaker just sitting here, Mikey shouldn't be in trouble with Wand and Salve. Trying to bait out a little bit more here from the Witch Doctor as well as he gets a couple of last hits in. Bounty runes are spawning. Witch Doctor unable just yet to get across to his. Has a creep wave tailing him the entire way. So double bounty rune in fact goes to Mikey. Full HP, full mana, double damage rune also at his disposal. Witch Doctor does see it get picked up though. As the puck moves towards mid lane, Viper has to be very, very careful. Earthshaker sat behind the Legion at this moment in time, but it's the supports from the Dire making this rotation. No smoke, no nothing. Playing in fog alone. Solon. Level 3 Earthshakers here. So with that enchant, they get the additional lockdown they needed to bring the Shadow Shaman to his knees. Very, very cunning play there. That one Observer Ward giving all the vision they needed. As Basharuk split off away from his support partner. They will see the Earthshaker return to mid lane now. Not sure if they can do anything to really kill off Snorpy. He's got Fairy Fire and Salve, but that's a level 2 Shadow Strike. Snorpy now down to half HP. If they're able to snowball in and get away from the Fisher, but oh, it's too late. Legion Commander falls. The TP cancelled by the ES. Singularity just applying so much pressure across every single lane. And now you might even see the Witch Doctor fall. Mikey here does have a level 2 orb. No one charges or anything from the Witch Doctor, but Mikey seems happy enough just dragging the wave back as they go in onto mid yet again. Snorpy pops the Fairy Fire, and Mastermind just right-clicks the Viper down. Even with the TP from Legion, no real way to save this middle lane Viper. It has become an absolute dead zone. Viper can't go back to farm the jungle either, which is really demoralizing for Snorpy. He has nowhere to go. He has to stay mid. He has to keep dealing with this. And they're bringing heroes in to try and alleviate that pressure, which just creates more pressure, confounds their problems in the other lanes. 5 on this Juggernaut really is the saving grace of this Radiant team right now. Farming alone bottom, but he needs to pick up the pieces. Witch Doctor unable to roam. Earthshaker seems like a dead hero so far. They need to weather this storm and get to that mid-game. Get to the point where they have their blinks, where they have this tanky Viper, this strong farmed Juggernaut. But Singularity just keep applying this devastating, nuanced pressure across every single lane. If they can kill Mastermind mid, it would be a huge bonus for them, but how do they do it? How do they kill this Mikey Puck? How do they kill the Wraith King twice? This is a hero that we've not looked at all game because it has just been him farming. He hasn't really done too much outside of hit creeps. But if we start thinking about how the Wraith King can start playing Dota 2 and not just hitting creeps, he's going to have Armlet, Blink Dagger, move towards Radiance. He's going to be tanky. Omni Slash won't be able to deal with him. They can't just throw a Viper Strike into him. All of these, one and done ultimates, Wraith King doesn't really care about. And the fact they're not pressuring him early means he's going to hit all of these early game item timings. Armlet and the Blink will be here before 20 minutes. And Juggernaut, I try and go in onto the puck, but a quick jaunt back again puts Mikey out of harm's reach. Yeah, I'm done with Expert. Oh, nice Fisher into Omni Slash. That's what we're talking about. Great play. Great play. I swear, XSplit just keeps deciding to reset my scenes. We're finally on the in-game screen. Dear Lord. Killing off the puck. Nice little bonus there for Team Go. But Brown Dog has walked into the wrong neighborhood. A TP quickly from Earthshaker. Might be able to turn the tides here, but the snowball forward with Wraith King ready. Fisher is there, but doesn't block anyone out. In fact, it only means the Earthshaker's blocked in with the rest of this dire team. Maledict is thrown, but Witch Doctor doesn't do the damage. Cannot finish anyone off, and now with another shot forward, they'll catch him. Vanarchy sliced down by the one true king. Adamson clears through. Both supports there of Team Go as they get themselves maybe a push onto this tier 1 top at the same time. Mastermind Invis mid, scouted by a sentry ward. But this is all counter pressure, it feels like, from Singularity. They force a move top, they force TPs, and it means that their other heroes, these two lane dominators, these 1v1 specialists, the Puck and the Queen of Pain, can just continue to sweep forward and gain these advantages. Legion again spotted. Solon, he has no Hex. He needs to start with Shackle. But Basharuk not available there with the shards or the snowball to be able to start things off. They'll hold back for now as Earthshaker swings in from the eastern side. Maybe looking for the... You can't kill... No, you can't kill Queen of Pain. That's not happening. Jug aiming for a Battle Fury this game. Definitely feels like he needs it. The one true carry against the one true king. What are these Radiant heroes doing? They've got Legion Duel. They've got Fisher level 2 with 1-1 and Enchant and Aftershock. I don't know who they're hunting, really. Solon? They can kill Solon, can't they? Let's start off with an Enchant Totem here. Raindrop pop there. Fisher won't be able to secure them anything as bottom lane. Snowball forward. Good spin there from 5 as his wand utilized to full effect. The Sonic Wave and the final right click from Mastermind. Barely scraping away with a kill there. That double damage rune paying off hugely. Juggernaut falling. Very, very tight window there. And you think if he'd wand spun TP instantly, he would be out, but that fraction of a second, you know, the 0.3 seconds, 0.5 seconds allowed that final right click to come in, turns it into a tier 1, and Singularity still pressing forward. Skeleton army from Adamson, level 4 Mortal Strike, just pushing. Now playing aggressively inside the enemy creep wave, so an overwhelming odds cannot just come and clear through the skeletons. They'll move forward and attack the creep wave though, there we go. Damage comes in onto Adamson, but he's got his ulti and his armor, and he goes in for the kill. Brown Dog running away, has the phase boots. Another Enchant Totem should be here from the Earthshaker to hold him back, but the Witch Doctor's arrived. Shackle's there, the cast will come through, but Adamson armor toggling until the duel. Gets a win for Brown Dog. The healing ward arrives from 5, and Adamson deep in behind enemy lines, getting spun down. One more hit will get the kill on the Legion, but he trades both of his lives for the one of the Legion commander. Not entirely worth it there from Singularity as they went in a little too deep without their full arsenal of abilities.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But again, Wraith King for Legion, trade for trade. They got the tier 1 and they have Mikey farming. They have Mastermind farming, pressuring these two other lanes. While Team Go, they had to group up as 4 or 5 heroes just to deal with that one up at top. Bottom lane, they're looking for Puck, but it's Puck who's potentially found the Earthshaker here. Around the shrine, it's difficult to fight, so Basharuk just going to have to try and snowball and wait things out. Not likely the rest of his team will come in here and battle. Around the shrine, the duel will get a win for Brown Dog, but very close. Oh, there we are. The Dream Call arrives, and Mastermind secures the kill on Earthshaker. Now, the Radiant team held in place. Another TP. In comes the Juggernaut. He's got his Omni Slash ready with a healing ward. He'll keep Snorpy alive, but not for long enough. Dies to the Serpent wards from Solon. Clearing up another kill as the Ether Shock. Brown Dog dying to the wards as Mastermind gets a double kill, adding to his mega streak. And it's 5. Again, the lone survivor in that bottom lane skirmish.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Singularity just keep adding and
Radiant
adding
structures are
to their
fortified.
lead.
Radiant's middle
Not too
tower
comfortable
is
taking that
under attack.
mid-tier 1. Secure up that Arcane Rune first for the Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave at the ready as the smoke's coming forward. They want to get Snorpy involved, it looks like. Get the Viper on the board somehow. 0-3-1. Not looking particularly good. And they're moving in towards Adamson. His ulti is still on cooldown for 65 seconds. They go in with the Maledict, the stuns. The death ward is there. And Adamson, he is being brought down with the Maledict ticking. He'll likely fall. He's going to go for the TP back to base with the Sonic Wave in onto the top. Now the Snowball arriving as they do catch the counter kills. A 2-for-1 as Adamson dies back. Oh no, he didn't finish his TP. He ran forward trying to fight. Didn't get home. Just died. Who killed him? It was the death. It was the death to Maledict that finishes him off. But still, decent trade there. Radiant come out on top ever so slightly, killing off that Wraith King. But Viper falling again means that he is just screwed in this game. 3k net worth. Being doubled up on in net worth by the Quap and the Legion. And the Wraith King, sorry. I mean, Legion Commander is down below the Shadow Shaman. Feels pretty bad for Brown Dog. Lots of catching up to do here for Team Go. It doesn't feel like they are really able to apply any pressure on this map. It's just these maneuverable heroes, Quap, Puck, joining up with Tusk, with Shadow Shaman. They're all connecting. They're all bringing themselves towards these fights and finding these pickoffs. As Team Go are the ones that are utilizing smokes and grouping up as large numbers of people to try and catch people in their jungle farming. But it feels like that's what they need to do, and they need to do it more often, more frequently, and more powerfully. Just go and make action happen.
Dire are scanning.
Battle of the wards. Sentries against observer wards. Solon looks like he's all alone, but Mastermind is just behind the Shadow Shaman. TP's up top now, holding onto this Orchid. They could maybe look for a kill onto Brown Dog. They will go forward with a Snowball. Silence is there to make sure it doesn't get dispelled, or nothing, I should say, gets dispelled. Keep the Shadow Strike ticking over with the Urn of Bashruk as well. But they do go in onto mid. Solon 1v4ing there, and well, he gets a bit of damage onto the tower. He nearly gets the kill onto the Viper. Very, very ballsy play there from Solon, honestly. But he gets a bit of the job done. Yeah, he puts some fear into that Radiant team. He forces some rotations, more importantly.
Regeneration. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Does Earthshaker really not have any? Oh dear. He is very far from his blink. Legion about halfway there. Viper has a cloak. Juggernaut, do you have battle? Okay, Juggernaut has Battle Fury. They need to secure Juggernaut farm. Oh, they're being run out though. This smoke in from Singularity finds the Witch Doctor. Dispatched immediately with the Dream Coil onto the Earthshaker in the back as well. They can jump forward. The blink from Wraith King shown off here as the shards arrive. Bashruk secures that kill.
Top tower is under attack.
2 for nothing with a tower to go along with it. Top lane being shoved by the Juggernaut, but I'm not sure entirely
Dire's top tower is under attack.
how much he can get done there, as he does just go for the TP away. Mastermind arrives to save the day for that lovely tier 1. Full control though from Singularity. Oh, wait a second. Juggernaut just Omni Slashes. Wraith King is incredibly strong though at this point. They need to spend so much to kill him once, never mind twice. He can be that buffer hero up in the front, tank some spells, the Viper Strike, the Omni Slash, the Duel, whatever it may be, while the Queen of Pain and Puck can potentially have free reign. Very important for them to be able to keep tabs on these mobile heroes, but Witch Doctor, you kept tabs on the Puck, but the Puck has killed you.
Determination.
Illusion.
Oh boy. Soulburn, hops and kills. Mastermind gets the immediate takedown. Now the Puck jumps in, Dream Coil, and a Scream. Enough to bring down Snorpy. And this feels like it is only going to go one way for Team Go. They're going to have to go home. Go wild, go grave. Triple kill for Mastermind means that Roshan's open to them, Tier 2s are open to them, and this game potentially is theirs for the taking. The Serpent Wards from Solon will secure them a Tier 2 at the very least. Maybe could have saved them for the Roshan, but taking the simple objectives for now, definitely the safe way to go. Especially in Game 3 of a best of 3, securing this means you're playing up against the big dogs and not just the brown dogs. Run, little skeletons, don't you stop. Off lane you go. Chop, chop, chop. Skeletons, no! Don't die to the green goo. Look at them. They're slaying. How are they so strong? How they just don't die. Oh yeah, we wanted to look at the Juggernaut's mask, didn't we? Let's look at this spooky fella. It looks like a Balinese mask. Well, it doesn't look very well coded. The back of his head. I want to pause the game. I want someone's PC to crash, so they pause. Like, look at the back of his head. What's happening there? It's just it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Singularity getting ready for the Roshan fight. Trying to find a pick-off or two up at top. Scanning forward towards the secret shop. Invis rune here from Adamson as Mikey scouts, finds, and helps to kill Witch Doctor, but Legion shows as well, walks into the middle of 5 of them. 2 for nothing. The special. Team Go crumbling here. They're losing out in every one of these battles, every objective trade. Earthshaker 800 to blink. Legion Commander does have hers at the very least. They can go and look for a pick-off with the help of this Juggernaut. It feels like Earthshaker, when he gets his blink, that's your strongest period of this game. Like, you're so far behind. Maybe the Legion blink with a Juggernaut Omni Slash. It can secure you a kill, but Roshan will walk in. Singularity going to take this one with relative ease. No contest coming from the Radiant at all.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There's no one down here, mates. Can't find anyone here. They're all over here. Are you thinking about a Tier 1? Yeah, you can try and push that Tier 1, but I think Singularity might have something to say about this. Creep wave, triple ranged and catapult. And Puck is coming in to try and clear this out. And the rest of the Radiant, they're setting up for a defensive mid. The Tier 2's already fallen though. The Desolator on the Wraith King. So incredibly strong at bringing down these towers. Slow and steady from Singularity to try and close this one out. Close the noose around their necks. Team Go trying to split and spread, but they've been found. Mikey holding onto the Dream Coil to make sure that Snorpy doesn't just go for a TP, but They're trying to turn this with a Fissure into Blink and Chant. Echo is there as well. The Juggler arrives. Fissure from the puck. They're going to try to buy some time. Vanuki's died in the meantime, but the Blink away. Mikey gets away. And Adamson, he's strong enough to just stand his ground and fight. The TP from 5 will try and get him some distance. He is successful in his efforts, but Snorpy's not. Unfortunately falls there as they get the 3-0. Oh boy. If the puck had died, then maybe it's all worth it. But you lost your Viper, your Witch Doctor, and your Earthshaker with that freshly purchased Blink. There's no Echo. It's looking very grim here for Team Go. Juggernaut does have Battle Fury Manta and level 2 Omni Slash, but it is a far cry away from winning this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You have done the
Sigil for vision. Serpent Wards for damage. And Solon for the Hex. Cask is bouncing, which is a bit annoying, but Adamson just walks up to high ground, gives it the one hit, gets the Deso applied. As Mikey plays the back and forth. Adamson, he plays the just go in, mate, let's get started. 5 as the press the attack. The turn with the Death Ward and Fissure means the first life of Wraith King now down. He can't blink away from this. He's being hit by the Nether Toxin. Stands in the corner and blinks away. Somehow no attacks came forward onto the Wraith King. Now, Tier 3 does still stand though. Team Go hold their high ground no matter how far behind they are. They still have a lot of threats up their sleeve. So Wraith King ulti down for quite some time. They hold onto this Aegis for another 2 minutes or so. Singularity could definitely think about giving it another go.
Damage.
Yes. For the treasury.
What's this Earthshaker doing? Are you just gonna hide here, buddy? Hiding in the trees. Oh god, turn your back to me and there's a big old face on your back. Very spooky. Oh, they pinged him out, they know he's there. They've seen him somehow. Not sure how that happened. Wraith King just backs away though. Doesn't want to get picked off while his ulti's still down. 40 seconds. What are we looking at? So 1 minute 10 and 37 seconds. There's not going to be much overlap here with Aegis being held by Quap and Reincarnation being up again. No one going to come and step down. If they can buy enough time for this Juggernaut Legion to get a little fatter, I mean, get Viper some items. Get Legion that blade mail. Is it done already? Has the chainmail? Going for 4 staff. Lincoln's pop? Why not halberd though?
I'll take that as tribute.
That's interesting. Shards? Yeah, shards, shackles, beam coil. I guess you can definitely rationalize the 4 staff pickup. More mobility. And a Lincoln's popper. Still, I think I would have liked to see the blade mail come up first. 1800 gold saved up. Might just think about going for it. Might not have enough time. As the Serpent Wards come out, Diffusal Blade for the Juggernaut is now in his inventory, but Tier 3 kept alive with the help of the Glyph. Will it last long enough? Yeah, just about. Kept up and running with the help of the Glyph, and the defense there from Team Go works out. Serpent Ward's now on cooldown again. Singularity. What are you up to? Yeah, Mikey's saying go. Let's go. This Juggernaut's all alone. No one here to save him. Still very risky to try and go in and make a play like that.
All mine.
Next Roshan it is then. Keep all these lanes pushed out, but this Juggernaut's getting huge. I'm scared for Singularity. The way this game is starting to go. Sure, they have a 16k net worth lead. Sure, they have all the items they need. But Team Go are playing around this really nicely. They're not letting the fights happen. They're split pushing. They're farming. They're doing reasonably well, keeping their cores somewhat farmed, a little bit at least. But they will lose that tier 3. It's been a long time coming. And now this opens up shrines. Singularity can take full control of the map and start to stop this split push from happening, most importantly.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
How long have we got? 50 seconds until the fast spawn. How do you win here as Team Go? Big Blink Echo. What are we looking at? A Blink Force or a Blink Halberd onto the Quap with the Legion Duel. Omni Slash onto anyone not Wraith. Basically, for Team Go to win, they need all of their spells to hit everyone except Wraith King. They want Wraith King to be like the last man standing. Don't care him. Let him, die once maybe. But don't focus him. He's a big damage sink. He's got an AC. He's building BKB. Focus everyone else. Keep Juggernaut alive. Try and get Viper to die. And then win the fight. Singularity, on the other hand, just need to, cast their spells. kill Juggernaut. It's the reverse, right? Radiant have to kill and focus everyone that's not the Wraith King. And the Dire have to kill and focus Juggernaut and no one else. He's like the super important one. Sure, you can think about, Tusk or Puck hunting the Earthshaker. That's okay, that's relatively important, is hunting Earthshaker to make sure there is no big Blink Echo. You hunt these 2 Blink guys, and then you focus Juggernaut. So there is a little more nuance than what I was joking about there from the Dire. You definitely do have to try and hunt backlines a little bit, but the majority of their game plan is kill Juggernaut ASAP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, in they come. 2 lanes being breached here by Singularity. Go Wild. Needs to TP back and defend, potentially. What? Oh, well, is that an insta-spawn? It is, right? Oh, super fast. Are they going to check? Mastermind, blink in, my friend. Adamson, walk in, my friend. Blink in. Solon, blink. You've all got blinks. Just go and blink in. Blinky blink. Mikey has a blink. Do you have a blink? Do they have 5 blinks, actually? 1, 2. Oh, I mean, Quinn Payne doesn't have an item as a blink, but has spells. Buy a blink dagger, goddammit. We need 5 blink daggers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What's this? Full BKB. Oh, it's huge. And a Spirit Vessel for Basharok. Nice. Very, very nice. Team Go. They want to play around Roshan. Solon tanks the gank. He also throws his Serpent Wards in to give a little bit of extra money over there. Serpent Wards down. I'm not sure. Him getting the Hex off, that's perfectly fine. Maybe he thought the Jogger was alone, but I don't know. Just dying there is fine, honestly. You pop the smoke, you make sure that they can't sneak Roshan. You know where they are, you get the vision, you get the information. And now it's daytime. And you'll be alive in 25. It's just your ult is on cooldown for pretty much no reason.
Fit for a queen.
Juggernaut's getting scary. Very, very scary. Singularity, though, they're smoked. the song's going to end because Mikey orb in onto the Witch Doctor. That's a quick silence and a kill onto the Viper in the back end. Adamson's the one that's hunted and found him as the Sonic Wave clears up the Earthshaker. And Blink can look for a bit more, but it looks like the Juggernaut has made his retreat with the Legion and the Witch Doctor back to the safety of their fountain. But Roshan is open and exposed. And in they go. Singularity will clear this one up, no problem. Team Go, there's no way you come in here, right? There is no way at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, you kill that illusion. You show it. You show it. Blink Echo in 10 seconds. Echo level 2 is up. The Radiant will all be alive for this defense. They have the glyph to go as well, and 5 moves forward to try and clear some of these Serpent Wards. Incredibly vitally does so, because this is what happens if you don't. Racks are falling, the Blink forward. Oh, they've got the duel and the Echo. Oh dear, Mikey. Tragic turn of events there as they lose their puck immediately. And the Rax is still standing. Serpent Wards, oh, are they gonna... No way. It's alive. It's actually just alive. Mikey, what have you done? Mikey.
For the treasury.
Well, no commitment from Singularity. Poor melee Rax.
Worthy tribute.
They were going to move in together and everything. Now he's just left there. Sad, alone, and bleeding. He'll be back to normal in no time. Is that... Oh god, that's done. Butterfly done. 22k net worth Jug. I still feel like he needs a blink. But maybe that's just me thinking that Earthshaker and Legion are pivotal members in this team fight that's coming out of Team Go. Where's that gem? Mikey has a gem. There's the halberd, yeah. That makes this makes much more sense. I like this better. Halberd against the Wraith King. Very strong. Very, very strong. And also to pop the Lincolns of Quap if you get close enough. Hex to start things off. With a Blink Punch and a Sonic Wave, they'll keep 5 alive with the help of the press of the attack, and now the Snowball has to come out of Bashruk as the Blink in from Addison. Focusing down onto the Legion Commander, but the Juggernaut in the back end, the Slash coming through, he's cleaving and critting, hitting onto the catapults, back in onto the Mastermind Quap, but it's just the Aegis that has fallen as Mastermind. And he's going to come back alive and help out Adamson up on the front lines. The Blink's forward, Solon trying to catch in. Snorpy takes a tumble near his own racks, and forward they go. The Snowball will land, and Witch Doctor will take a fall as well. Singularity bring down 2 of the Team Go heroes, but Juggernaut is still up and running. Hex and Silence, the Blink forward from the Queen of Pain with the echoes here from Go Wild. They're trying to turn it around, but they just don't have the damage. 5 will spin to win, but he has to get back to his fountain as the Legion duel. Desperation onto Bashruk as they buy back into the game to try and send them away from their base. But it's Singularity who are pounding on buildings, bringing down racks, and trying to take this series 2-1. What do you have left in the tank, Go? What do you have left? You're hexed again. Your Juggernaut's caught. This is Mikey's hex, the side device. Can they chain it? Where's the Rasta? He's fallen back. Solon doesn't want to be involved any further. 1 melee Rax down. Radiant do get a tower elsewhere on the map. It's mid lane. Adamson sprints forward and starts to finish off what they began not too long ago. Good Fisher to enchant on the puck, but the BKB from Adamson was going to be there no matter what, as 5 tries to 1v1 the Wraith King, but with Assault Cuirass and that Desolator, the Hex from the puck arrives again, and 5 is being brought down. 1 more hit, a crit, no! The Manta Dodge gets him away to safety. There's the Flutter, allowing him to run back to the fountain, but it's still 2 racks gone. Singularity clear up this Radiant base, and Adamson 30 seconds for another reincarnation means he's playing incredibly ballsy up on the front lines of this top lane.
Got it.
Solid defenses so far from the Radiant, though. Still feels like an inevitability that this game is out of their hands. They send their Wraith King forward. Solon has the Hex and the Ward Trap, and Vanaki's dead for a minute. They'll look to bring down 5 as well with the Sonic Wave. There they will. Has buyback, but this is going to be the game. Singularity kill off pretty much everyone. They've just got the Blink Echo ready. Earthshaker has to come in and make a move, but they've lost their Juggernaut with a buyback from him. GG will be called. A Blink Echo from Earthshaker finally arrives as he calls GG and disconnects. But that will be Singularity punching their ticket through to the closed qualifiers for ESL 1 Katowice 2018 for the European Division. And that will be our first series of the day done. We will quickly, though, move ourselves along as I have to get into the lobby for the second game coming up in just a little bit, because we've got Team Doggy going up against the Helsinki Reds. Not too long now. We'll take a short break. We should be starting pretty much immediately as we'll get ourselves into the lobby, into the draft, into the game, and you guys can go get yourselves a snack and come back in just a couple minutes.